Hey everyone, welcome back to Nova Rich, where we make money simple, practical, and actually fun. Today I want to ask you a question that most people are too scared to ask out loud. Can you actually build real wealth starting with just $100? Like, does it actually work? Or is investing just something rich people do with money they already have? I'm going to tell you right now, it works. I'm going to prove it to you with real numbers. And by the end of this video, you're going to have a complete step-by-step action plan to start investing today, even if you've never invested a single dollar in your life. So stay with me because what I'm about to share could literally change your financial future. Let's get into it. First, I want to talk about something that nobody really tells you, and it's a little uncomfortable, but you need to hear it. Right now, if your money is just sitting in a regular savings account, and most people's money is, you are actually losing money every single year. Not losing it because someone stole it, losing it because of something called inflation. Here's how inflation works. Every year, prices go up. Groceries cost more, rent costs more, gas costs more. On average in America, prices rise about 3 to 4% every single year. Now, here's the problem. Most regular savings accounts pay you somewhere between 0.1% and 0.5% interest, so your money is growing at 0.5%, but prices are rising at 3 or 4%. That gap, that difference between what your savings earns and what inflation takes, that is money quietly disappearing from your future every single year. Think about it this way. If you have $10,000 sitting in a savings account today, in 10 years, that $10,000 will feel more like $7,000 in today's purchasing power. You didn't spend it. You didn't lose it. Inflation just quietly ate it. This is why investing is not optional. It's not something just for rich people. It's the only way regular people protect and grow their money over time. And the beautiful thing, you don't need thousands of dollars to start. You just need $100 and a plan. Now, before I give you the step-by-step plan, I need to explain something called compound interest, because once you understand this, everything changes. Compound interest is when your money earns returns, and then those returns earn more returns. It's money, making more money. Let me give you a simple example. You invest $1,000. It earns 10% in year one. That's $100. Now you have $1,000. In year two, that $1,000 earns 10%. That's $100. Now you have $1,000. In year three, that $1,000 earns 10%. You started with $1,000. After 3 years, you have $1,331 without doing anything, without working extra, just by letting compound interest do its thing. Now imagine that happening over 20 years, over 30 years, over 40 years. The numbers get absolutely insane. Here's a real example that blows people's minds. If you invest just $200 a month starting at age 25, and you earn an average of 10% per year, which is the historical average of the S&P 500, by the time you're 65, you will have over $1 million from $200 a month. But here's the crazy part. If you wait until age 35 to start, just 10 years later, and invest $200 a month, you'll end up with only about $380,000. Same $200 a month. 10 years later start, you miss out on over $600,000. That is the power of starting early. Time is the single most valuable asset you have when it comes to investing. More valuable than how much money you have. More valuable than picking the right stocks. Just time. Okay, so what should you actually invest in? I'm going to keep this very simple because simple works. The answer is index funds, specifically S&P 500 index funds. Now, what is the S&P 500? It's a list of the 500 biggest companies in America. We're talking Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, Tesla, Johnson & Johnson, Berkshire Hathaway, the biggest, most successful companies in the entire United States. When you buy an S&P 500 index fund, you're buying a tiny piece of all 500 of those companies at the same time. So you're not betting on one company. You're not hoping Apple doesn't crash. You're spread across 500 companies all at once. That's called diversification, and it massively reduces your risk. Over the last 50 years, the S&P 500 has averaged about 10% per year. Some years it was up 25%. Some years it was down 30%. But averaged over decades, 10% per year. Now, there are two types of funds you'll see: ETFs and index funds. Don't let the terminology confuse you. For beginners, they basically do the same thing. You buy them, they track the S&P 500, they go up when the market goes up. The ones I recommend for beginners are VOO, that's the Vanguard S&P 500 ETF. SPY, that's the SPDR S&P 500 ETF, the oldest and most popular one, or FXAIX, that's Fidelity's S&P 500 Index Fund, which has zero minimum investment. Any one of those three is a great choice. Don't overthink it. Pick one and go. Now let me walk you through exactly how to get started in 3 steps. This is the part where I want you to pull out your phone or open your laptop because you can literally do this today. Step 1. Open an investment account. In America, the best platforms for beginners are Fidelity, Vanguard, and Schwab. All 3 are free to open, all 3 have no minimum deposit, all 3 are beginner friendly. My personal recommendation for absolute beginners is Fidelity. Their app is simple, clean, and easy to use. They also have a zero minimum for their index funds, which means you can start with literally $1. Go to fidelity.com, click Open an account. You'll need your social security number, your bank account information, and about 10 to 15 minutes. That's it. Account is open. Step 2. Choose your investment. Once your account is open and you transfer your $100 in, go to the search bar and type in FXAIIX, that's Fidelity's S&P 500 Index Fund, or type in VOO if you're using Vanguard or Schwab. Click Buy, enter your amount, confirm, done. You are now an investor. You own a tiny piece of 500 of the biggest companies in America. Step 3. Automate everything. This is the step most people skip, and it's the most important one. Go into your account settings and set up automatic monthly investments. Whatever amount you can afford. $25 a month, $5 a month, $500 a month, $25 a month, whatever it is. Set it up so that on the first of every month, that money automatically transfers from your bank account into your investment account and automatically buys more shares. You set it up once, and then you never have to think about it again. This is called dollar cost averaging, and it's one of the most powerful investing strategies that exists. Because every month you're buying shares regardless of whether the market is up or down. When the market is down, you're actually buying more shares for the same money. And over time, this strategy consistently outperforms trying to time the market. Now I need to address something really important. What do you do when the market crashes? Because it will crash. I promise you it will crash. In 2008, the market dropped 50%. In 2020, when COVID hit, it dropped 34% in just a few weeks. It happens, it's part of investing. And here's what most people do when the market crashes. They panic, they sell everything, they lock in their losses, and they miss the recovery. Here's what you should do when the market crashes. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Actually, if you can, invest more. Because everything is on sale. Think about it like this. Your favorite store has a 30% off sale. Do you stop shopping there? No, you buy more. That's exactly how you should think about a market crash. Stocks are on sale. Keep buying. Every single market crash in the history of the United States has been followed by a full recovery and new all-time highs. Every single one. The people who got rich from investing are the ones who stayed calm, kept investing, and let time do the work. Okay, let me also quickly talk about what not to do as a beginner investor, because I see these mistakes all the time. Do not pick individual stocks. Yes, you might get lucky, but you might also pick the next Enron. Index funds give you 500 companies at once, much safer. Do not try to time the market. Nobody, and I mean nobody, can consistently predict when the market will go up or down. Not professional fund managers, not Wall Street analysts. Nobody, so don't try. Do not check your portfolio every day. Seriously, you will drive yourself crazy watching the daily ups and downs. Check it once a month maximum, ideally once a quarter. Investing is a long game, and do not invest money you might need in the next 1 to 3 years. Your emergency fund should be in a savings account, not invested. Only invest money you won't need for at least 3 to 5 years, ideally 10 years or more. All right, let me recap everything we covered today. Your money in a savings account is losing value to inflation every year. You need to invest. Compound interest is the most powerful force in wealth building. The earlier you start, the more powerful it becomes. Invest in S&P 500 index funds like VOO, SEPY, or FXAIX. Simple, diversified, historically reliable. Open a free account at Fidelity, Vanguard, or Schwab. Takes 10 minutes. Start with whatever you have, even $25 a month. Automate it and don't touch it. When the market crashes, stay calm and keep investing. Time is your best friend. That is the complete beginner's guide to investing with $100. No fluff, no complicated jargon, just the actual steps that work. If this video helped you, please hit that subscribe button right now. I drop new money tips every single week, and I genuinely want to help you build real wealth from scratch. And drop a comment below. Are you already investing, or is today the day you're going to start? I read every single comment, and I would love